Hmm? What's up, y'all?
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what? That was in my intro?
We always say, hey guys, it's Abs and Lex.
Hey, guys.
It's Abs and Lex
And we are back.
with another video.
It's been a good minute.
It's been a long 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we've been slacking. Nah, just kidding.
We've been slacking because we have a confession. Okay, guys? So last year, we were hit with a bomb. And that bomb, last year meaning 2022, January, we got COVID.
Wait, what? Last year?
Last year, 2022, we got COVID in January, in the new year.
Oh.
Yeah. And quite frankly, this year happened the same thing.
Twice in 2 years, back to back. Can you
2
believe
years back to back, literally. Like in New Year's Eve. Let's say the story on how this happened, okay? First of all, we weren't gonna record for the holidays because obviously you guys know the holidays were on the weekend and we usually record on Sunday and we post on Monday. So we weren't gonna do that.
And it was very intimate as well, too. We just decided to leave phones, cameras, and just enjoy the moment, you know?
Yeah, so our holidays were good. Thank you for asking. No, I'm kidding. But thank God they were good. They were spent with family. And honestly, our New Year's Eve and New Year's, we were alone because everyone went to Bakersfield and we have family out there.
That was an experience.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
It was pretty cool. Like, just being alone, but it was for a good reason. God knew what he was doing because
that night
we didn't know that I guess we had already had COVID. Okay guys, so on New Year's Eve I started feeling my throat hurting. So we weren't drinking that night till it hit 12 because my throat was really hurting. So I was like, you know what, Alex, fuck it, let's just drink and let's see if this shot will help me. Point is, we got really lit.
The shot helped.
Yeah, the shot helped for the moment. And then the day after, which was Sunday, New Year's Day, I felt fine, right? And then on Monday and Tuesday, I was feeling the throat thing again, but I just didn't say anything because I was like, oh, probably I'm just getting sick, but I'm not thinking of anything crazy, you know? So point is that when it came to Wednesday in the morning, I felt it like really intense and I was like, man, like I'm getting sick, you know? But I didn't think I had COVID. Like I was still fine. Like I had no body ache or anything. The year previously, I felt it instantly. Like that shit hit me, you know?
That shit was bad.
Yeah. And then so point is that on Wednesday while I was working, oh my gosh, I could not stand my body. Like during midday, it like really hit me. The thing is that I didn't notice that my body was hurting because I had previously worked out the day before. So I just thought I was sore. So I was like, oh, I'm just sore. But then it kept like hurting. Like you guys know how body aches feel. Point is that I felt like I was like literally like my bones were getting crushed. Like if I got ran by a bus, like it was horrible. Like, and that night I had texted Alex and I was like, I think I'm getting sick, like really bad, you know? He's like, what do you mean? So point is, when I got home, I bawled.
I remember she texted me too though. She's like, once I get home, I just feel like I'm gonna cry. And that's what happened, literally. That's what happened.
I got home and I was like, I just looked at him, and when I look at Alex, he's like my comfort zone, guys. So when I looked at him, he was like, babe, what's wrong? And I was like, I just bursted out in tears, and I was like, I feel like I'm dying. Like I felt so miserable. Like the previous year, it was like body ache, you know? It was normal. Like it did hurt, but it didn't feel anything like this time. Like this time felt so freaking intense. Like I cannot explain the feeling, guys, because it was so fucking sucky. Like point is that I was like, my coworker had tested the previous day and her line was faint, so I was like, you know what, let me just test just in case, because this does not feel like like a regular flu or a cold, you know. So then I tested and
she was positive.
I was positive.
And while all this was going on, I felt perfect. So I was like, I'm good. I don't need the test, you know, like I'm straight. And we were just like, you know what, you should take it. Let's just be safe, you know, like you never know. I felt good. I was just like, fuck it, let's do it. Sorry. I was like, you know what?
Wait, what are you talking about?
About me when I had checked that when you were positive. You know how we had checked myself to see if I was positive, but I was negative?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, so I'm good. And it was weird because I was feeling good, you know, so I had told her, I don't think I'm going to be positive. So I was just checking because, I mean, I work with people, you know, so I was like, let's check this out. And, no, I was good for a good, 4 or 5 days that you were on it?
Yeah, that I was on, I was positive, right? So, point is that we weren't sleeping together. I was sleeping in the living room. He was sleeping in the room. We were, like, social distancing ourselves.
It was all bad.
And my son was sick, so we thought, like, he was really sick to the point where he was just throwing up. He was just throwing up. He had, like, fever. He was, like, miserable with me. So obviously me and Alex, I wasn't working, so Alex still had to go work and stuff, so I had to be the one taking care of Zoe. It was like the most miserable thing in the world, both of us being sick and like me not being able to function and take care of a 2-year-old. Like, it was horrible. So point is that I eventually, like, after 5 days?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 days.
I became negative, and then obviously I missed Alex, so I was like, Alex, like, give me a kiss, you know. But before we kissed each other, I was like, wait, test yourself just in case you're not positive now, you know, because you never know. So point is that, yeah, I
turned out positive, guys. And the thing is that I knew I was after the 4th day. Before the 4th day I felt it, like I started feeling a little bit of symptoms, and the 5th day was when I was like, all right, that's when she came out negative, and I was like miraculously like, you know what, let me check positive. But I felt it because I told her I always get headaches when I rarely do, but when I do, it's like right here or right here,
like sinus headaches.
Yeah, sinus, you know. And no, this time I felt it like right here, like in the whole back of my head,
and that's where I felt it. That's where I knew it was not normal.
I kind of felt like if somebody was like kind of grabbing my hair like that and just like, kind of pulling, it just felt very hard, and I was like, yo, this is a lot. And I was kind of like trying to brush it off because I know myself, if I start feeling sick, I'm a pussy. I know it.
Guys in general are pussies, but
so I was just like, you know what, I gotta fucking think I'm good. So I was just like, I'm good. I took a bit of Motrin and my headache went away. So I was like, all right. And ever since that, thank God, I've been good, and I'm good now. So
yeah. And then, guys, we had a social distance again since he was positive and I was negative. So we had to wash everything, you know, obviously clean everything. And eventually, I think he was positive, like, probably the day after me, because that's when he started really feeling, not like really feeling symptoms, but he was like, okay, babe, I'm getting a little congested, you know.
Little tiny things, yeah.
But I was like, well, we'll just wait it out because, you know. So, yeah, he became negative like 2 days after me, or 3 days or something. Yeah. But, yeah, guys, so that really backtracked everything.
And then there was like a little downside, upside about it. Like, when I got COVID, it was weird because my job gave me like a whole week off. But that shit, like, both, they fucked me up because I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna work. But then there wasn't no work, so it kind of like benefited me, but it didn't. It only benefited me because it allowed me to rest without me having to say like, hey, I'm gonna take the days off, you know.
Yeah.
But there was actually no work, so I was still messed up. I don't want to say the F word, you know, but I do that a lot. I was still down, so it's kind of just like a little dismotivating, but I'm trying to think positive and just think positive. And maybe this is why I needed to stay home to rest and just think about what I need to do. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna let it stop me. Like my sweater says, the best is yet to come. And I believe it. I really do. I really do. I have an interview. So That was quick.
Yeah, guys, like his job right now is not the best. If you guys know, whether working in construction or anything along the lines of that, it's hard when it's raining, right? Like, but the thing is that it became harder in his job now because of the rain, but even like what 2 to 3 months, it's been shitty. Like
Yeah, it's. I think we've gone on. I think
it's
we've been going on like a 3 month already.
3 month streak where they're just not getting the hours.
Not cutting it. Before it was crazy. We would make up to 45 to 60 a week. Literally, like before, you know, like I'm talking about like 5 months back. But no, they fucking past 3 months. I swear we can't get even to the 40.
Yeah.
We can't. I have not seen a 40-hour check probably in a good while, and that's just like damn. That's at times I just I gotta just do what I gotta do, to make sure everything's paid for, like,
We're very limited right now, guys. We're honestly struggling, but it's okay. We try to be positive. We motivate each other. We have faith that everything will be okay. And we're only putting this out because we know a lot of people go through the same thing. We're not perfect. We're not like, our relationship is not perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing's perfect in this life, but what's perfect is God and his willingness of helping out everybody,
And it's good to be honest with yourself, get it out there, maybe you could help someone to be stronger about it, and talk about it, or them do something about it,
Yeah, so that's where we're at for our 2023 update.
As of today.
Yeah, I started working again. It was a struggle the first few days because I couldn't breathe. I still don't smell or taste right. This time around, my taste and my smell are shit. Like cheese and shit like that. God, it tastes like rotting, guys. So imagine what they're putting in our food. Like, I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but we're going to get better, guys.
Yeah, it will. This honestly, this is not a reason to put each other down or put ourselves down, because we're young. We're fucking young. That's why I tell her every day, we have so much life ahead of us. There's people who are literally growing businesses, doing businesses at 30,
Zoe,
29, 28. We still have time. As long as we put dedication, we could do it. Sorry, guys. Our son is just very loud with his toys. Hey!
Get that coffee.
He likes to do this.
Okay, guys, so. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. We just wanted to put...
Go play in the room, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We just wanted to put some rawness out on our YouTube video because obviously we want to promote realness in this industry. Because, yeah, it just needs to be out there. Realness.
Mm-hmm.